Hello, hello, hello. Good, good morning, and welcome to In My Own Words with your host, Kimberly ImReal, and my co-host.
Trappier. Nice to see you guys and talk to you.
And joining me today is my two little divas. I have Cynthia on my far right and Naila next. And first of all, girls, I always start out by saying I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. I had a good weekend. The girls and I were kind of busy a little bit, weren't we?
Yes, ma'am.
You know, well, y'all, yeah. So, but yeah, we had a good weekend. And how was your weekend?
My weekend was fine. It was filled with studying and prepping for work, really.
Oh, okay. Prepping for work. Oh, you have to prep for work?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I got to get my mind right.
Oh, okay, okay. But anyway, today's show, I invited my girls, number one, because they are out of school. And good morning, Courtney. They are out of school, and so I always try to. Last year I did, and this year I wanted them to come on. We don't rehearse anything, just like when my daughter was on and over the phone. We didn't rehearse anything. She didn't know what I was going to ask her. I didn't know what she was going to ask me. I tell people I'm an open book. I call myself Kimberly I'm Real. So whatever my girls say today, we have not discussed it or anything like that. I just like to give them the opportunity to be their own individual person. And I am learning that how to do that better this year because I wanted them to continue being in the same school. But this year that did not happen. They end up going to two different schools. Cynthia goes to John Lewis Academy. Is it Aviticus Academy?
Invictus.
Invictus. See, I knew you would be able to pronounce it. That's okay. And Naila goes to
Barack and Michelle Obama Academy.
And so I've adjusted well with it. How do you guys think y'all have adjusted being in different schools?
It's fine. It's I kind of miss when we like say hello to each other, say bye. But the most thing, I'm fine with it.
And what about you?
Me?
Yes, you.
I like it. It's just that I miss my old school because my friends were much more mature, I guess.
Hmm.
That's
So-
the right word to use.
Okay, well, I'm going to ask you, how do you know? What makes you think that they were much more mature than the kids you go to school with at Barack and Michelle Obama Academy?
Because they act like they have no home training. But they're really nice to me, and they are like good friends and all, but you know.
But what do I tell you guys all the time? As long as you remember how you're being raised, you can only account for your actions and no one else. I know because you don't wear certain hairstyles, you don't wear your clothes a certain way. Like I get on to you because you always want your shirt tucked in, and I'm telling you, you can pull it out a little bit, and you're like, no, I don't want my shirt tucked down. I mean,
That's
for
cute.
real, yeah, we go back and forth with that. So I tell you how someone else is raising their child and what they're allowing their children to do. That doesn't concern you. So try not to let that take a lot of your thought process. Is that not what I tell you?
Yes, you do tell us that.
Especially you all the time. We could be in the mall and Cynthia be like, look at that boy. Why is his pants hanging like that? Look at that girl. Why is her chest hanging out and stuff like that? But I tell her that long as you know when you get older what to do or what not to do. That's the important factor.
And that's good. Keep those standards too.
So but when I asked you about you and Cynthia not going to the same school, you don't miss seeing your sister every day at school and stuff like that? I'm asking you.
I think you were gonna like.
She already answered it.
Yeah.
She did?
Yes. She said she missed y'all passing by. Basically, she was saying passing by saying hello and goodbye and stuff.
Oh, I missed that too. But sometimes I'm usually not gonna see her much anyways because she's gonna be in her classroom. And plus, if she was at my school, she wouldn't be able to go because she's in 6th grade.
Oh, okay.
But in middle school, gets real tough. But I still like it, yes. I get to see her at home.
Oh, okay. You get to see her at home. And so Cynthia, for those of you that follow me from time to time on the book and I post stuff, Cynthia is considered, which this is Cynthia, and Cynthia is, her nickname is little mama of the house, which is what I gave her, and her father gave her Buki. And the reason why I call Cynthia little mama of the house is because I can seriously leave her with or without a list of things to do, and the house will be completely straight when I get back. Even when I'm there, she just knows how to handle everything within the house. She has that maturity level, and she has a small case of OCD. Naila is called my mini-me because, and little round head, which her uncle gave her that name, or I call her Nana for short instead of saying Naila all the time.
Nah.
Yeah. And then my mother didn't like that at first, but then she grabbed hold to it. So now she's like, where's Nana? What
Oh,
Nana
that's
doing?
cute.
What's Cynthia doing? And so she's the type, to be honest, Cynthia's very caring. Very caring, want to make sure everybody's good. Naila cares about you, but if Naila noticed that, you don't really, you're just like, okay with her. Naila's like, okay, I'm good. You good? I'm good.
That's the best way to be.
Yeah, she's picked up on that, already. But so tell the viewers some of the stuff. First of all, I posted a picture this morning of them a couple of years ago, and I stated that I saw things in my girls some time ago, but I wanted them to develop themselves. I didn't want to be the parent to say, oh, I want my child to do this, I want my child to do that. I wanted my girls, first of all, to get their studying and all of that together and understand the importance of school, and your grades come first, and then let them develop into what they like to do, because one of the things that they love to do is dance, and they make a routine. How often do y'all make a dance routine?
About like sometimes on the weekend,
When we
sometimes
don't do nothing.
So is
when
it
we
like
get bored.
every day or every other day, every two?
Every other day.
Yeah. So see, and they come up with their own dance routines, and so that's something that I'm glad that I allowed them to do, instead of me saying, okay, well, Cynthia just want to stick with ballet, or Naila just want to stick with reading and not trying to explore. So tell the viewers, either one of you can start first, and tell the viewers what you're doing in school.
Oh, I'm
As
going.
like activities.
Yes, as far as
Okay.
your activities.
You can go first.
What I'm doing in school is like learning and other stuff, but
No, like activities. Dancing.
I tried out for dance, and I thought I wasn't gonna make it because I messed up one time, and then when I came back to school and we came from PE, I saw some orange papers on the wall, and then they said I was in. So right now, I got the uniforms and other stuff. My mom had to pay for it, some of it, and that's all.
What else you want to try out for?
Track.
Right. Yes. And so what did I tell you when you said you didn't think you made it because you messed up, but you kept going? It's very important. Although you mess up, you still keep going.
To not be upset. At least you tried your best.
Right.
To focus.
So what are you doing, Naila?
I'm gonna.
I'll sit back because it'll be a minute. No, I'm just playing.
I'm gonna just say what I meant and then talk about
Okay, well,
one
look
or two
straight
of
ahead.
them.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm in soccer, debate, beta club, dance, and Helen Ruffin. So Helen Ruffin is a reading bowl. Like, you have to finish 7 books until we do our next match. But you have to at least finish 2 books by the end of the cut day. So I started late, so I'm on my 2nd book, and it's called The Uncharted Lands. It's like this big of a book. I'm on chapter 3, only chapter 3, and there's like 38 chapters, but I'm gonna finish. The other one I want to talk about is Beta Club. I'm gonna talk about Beta Club because
Oh, you should be lost.
last week, wait, was it last week? It's not last week, but on Saturday I went to the school because it was like a little field trip. We were giving donations to a homeless shelter in the Hargo House, which is a homeless shelter, and
Courtney said you handsome.
we were putting like toiletries and items like stuffed animals and rags and clothes and stuff into shoe boxes. And then once we got to the Hargo's house, which is a homeless shelter, we let them eat breakfast. We served them breakfast, And then once they were done with breakfast, they played outside. We played with them. And then we got the shoe boxes out of the crates and gave them the donations. And they were really happy. They was like, oh, I'm so blessed today. So blessed today. That made me feel real great.
Soccer.
I'm not talking about soccer.
Yes, we're going to talk about
No.
soccer because you tried to quit soccer last week. And
No.
yes. And what did I say about quitters? Do I raise quitters?
No.
And when we talked about you getting in soccer, did you want to get in soccer at first?
No.
Okay, no.
No.
Oh, and Mom, you said quit is not a word. No.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that, Miss
Can't.
MJ?
Can't is not a word.
Miss MJ said
She said
can't
she
is not a
doesn't-
word.
She doesn't
Right.
believe that can't is a word.
So I want to shift right quick and ask, because I asked this question yesterday. I'm thinking about going back to work. Well, I was thinking about going back to work during the day, but I always, before I started back working overnight the earlier part of this year, I had to talk with my kids because it's important that they have an input on which shift I do, which I'll never do 3 to 11. I just 3 to 11, 4 to 12. That's just shifts that I don't do. So let me address everybody first that is watching. Hello to everyone that is watching. I appreciate you tuning in today. I see your comments, Courtney. Hi, Carlos. Good morning, Arthur. I'll give you a call, or you give me a call later to see how you're doing. And so what is your take? We talked about it yesterday. So how do you feel about me working overnight versus during the day?
Overnight is good because, like, I feel like, I don't know, but compared to daytime and nighttime is good because you, like, get a little bit of money in.
Take a little bit of money.
Not a little bit.
What
but-
does that?
A little
What
bit
does
of
that
money.
have to do with what I'm asking?
But night it's good for you because actually you could like when you don't have to worry about missing anything for us if we have something to do.
And it's good for you because
and-
you get to school
And I get to school
on time.
on time and other stuff like that.
So, oh, it's my turn.
Yes, your turn.
Okay. So, don't want neither. Because if she works day shift, she says she's going to have to leave at 6 o'clock in the morning. And I get up at 6 o'clock.
You get up before 6 o'clock. Sometimes y'all
No,
call me. Sometimes y'all call me at what time of the morning?
5.
Exactly.
She said 4 or 5.
They do. They are right. Sometimes 4,
used to call you
sometimes
at
5.
3.
Yeah, like
But, and I don't want to do night shift either because I'll be late, the same as day shift. Or I just want, you know.
no, I don't know.
I'm supposed to be at school at 8 o'clock, and if you're supposed to be at work, like, you're supposed to be, or you wake up at 6 o'clock.
I would have to be to work already by 6 o'clock.
By 6 o'clock, and I have to be at school by 8
Oh,
o'clock.
well, I say no to night a day shift because I had to be at school too.
By 9 o'clock.
So, as with everything that I'm doing, and this is something that I'm very interested in hearing myself, everyone. So, with everything that I have going on, which I'm not as busy as I used to be, as far as going and checking on people and ripping and running behind people and helping them like I used to, but with working, trying to get sleep, and then running behind you guys, do y'all think we have Do y'all think we have enough time? We spend enough time with each other?
Yes, ma'am. But yes, we do. Sometimes I'm glad when you go to work, but the thing is that I just don't like when you don't get enough sleep because you be so tired, and I feel like you scare me every time you take me to school. You like this. I be like, Mom, are you tired? You be like,
You
yes.
say I'm tired when I'm not tired, Cynthia. It's like I can be tired while I'm at work, but when I get off work, I am wide awake. It's like I'm geared up to go. So I appreciate you, being concerned about me being tired. So do you think we do enough together, although I have all this other stuff going on?
I'm thinking we do it every day because when you go to sleep, we try to ask you something and you say, it'd be funny, but try not to laugh and you be like, It'd be funny.
So the question is, do I give you enough time with everything I have on? Do
Yes,
y'all
ma'am.
feel I still spend enough time with you guys, or I don't spend enough time with you guys?
You
Yes.
spend a lot of time, especially Christmas.
At school,
Especially Christmas.
Hey, girl, you're here.
So you want to tell them right quick about your the video that you did, and you want to do another video.
what video?
Oh, yes, we
The
want.
one where you told Cynthia that's on YouTube, and Cynthia said, you said, "Girl, we famous," and you told Cynthia, "Girl, we only did one video. What are you talking about?" That video.
Oh.
Yes, I want to do another video because I feel like it's cool to make another video, and I feel like I could like be like on the top near Beyonce and Cardi B and nothing like that. Like be like right there beside them.
Okay. Now, do you, although you're young, and Nyla, you made a point of some of your classmates don't seem to be as mature as the ones you went to school with at Lovejoy. Do you, let me see, how do I want to word it? Do you think that you're, I can't think of how I want it. I had the question and it just ran away from me. Do you think you're a follower or do you think you're a leader?
Don't look at me.
I want either one of you to answer. Do you think you're a follower or do you think you're a leader? Okay, go ahead, answer.
So I think I'm a leader because I do good in school all the time, and you can see how I'm like in so many things. I'm like 5 things right now. I'm doing really good with them, and I have to be after school 24/7. I'm only free on Fridays.
Oh, you're busy.
This girl.
I'm only free on Fridays.
I think I'm a leader.
I wasn't finished.
Oh, let's do what? Cause
I
you like
wasn't
this.
finished.
But I'm free on Friday.
I wasn't finished. But I think I'm a leader because I follow like all the rules usually, and because we have this clipboard in my teacher's classroom, and I stay on outstanding, sometimes still on good at the beginning of the week, which is Mondays. But other than that, I think I'm a leader.
Okay, Cynthia.
I'm not gonna say I think I am a leader, cause I see that my class they when I came up in there when I first started I did not like it. They were wild and that stuff, but I'm getting used to it at the point that I really think that I need to show them that they could be like me and follow the thing that I'm doing. But the one thing is that I feel like they need to like stay for after school and stuff like that. Cause right now Akila and Ashanda, we stay for after school, and I feel like they need to like get more and more help, cause
Work on
it. And Miss MJ said that it's not their parents, it's their behavior,
And that's true. When she first started at John Lewis, I didn't think she was going to last 2 weeks. Because I know it's middle school. I can adapt anywhere. But my kids have always been in schools where structure is structure. And if something happened, all school have problem kids. But if something happened, they were on it right then and there. And then to take them to John Lewis and his fights and we had just started. You know, and then she was talking about the kids was wild in the classroom. They telling the teacher to hush and all this stuff. And I'm like, but I didn't want to be that parent to just snatch them out because I want my kids to be able to adapt in any situation because I never know what's going to happen. So now, as she just said, she's okay with it. Some of the kids, she didn't mention this, but some of the kids come up to her and ask her questions, and especially on the dance team, they come and ask her to teach them stuff, and how does she know how to do different dance moves and stuff. So long as she's good, I'm good. But thank you so much for your comments. Someone said, Courtney said, I agree. God has purpose in us. All we just have to help stir up the gift. And Barry, Deacon Wright, awesome young ladies. Great job, my friend. Thank you so very much. I try my very best. I'm a lot calmer than I used to be. Trying to get as humble as my mother, but I don't think that day will come before 2019 gets here. But anyway, we're going to take a quick second because my next guest and my co-host, my other co-host, is starting today. And so, girls, you can tell the audience, the viewers, goodbye, whatever last comment or statement you want to make right quick.
Oh, and before we leave, if y'all have watched our video, it's called Little Diva Queens. It's on YouTube, so hope you like it.
Please go watch the video.
So, like a conclusion?
Yes.
Okay. So, bye guys. Hope you like this live video. And if you want to see me and Cynthia more, stay tuned to Kimbery, ImReal on Facebook and 108 Praise Radio. Bye.
Thank you, and we'll be right back. Y'all did good. High five.
No, you guys did great.
Hey, you know you don't mess up, don't you?
What you talking about?
You know you don't mess up. I'm
what you're talking about.
gonna show you. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about.
Okay.
See this right here?
Yeah.
See all that? See the dude?
I don't know who this is.
You don't know who that is?
No.
Okay. So what you in it for?
See, I be trying to do everything right, but they won't get up and get turned for me. They won't get up and dance for me. They won't get up and do nothing. They won't support me, but they'll support their other crew. They'll get up and get turned for the other crew. They don't buy my music, but they'll buy their other crew music. Man, listen to my lyrics. What you really in it for? What you really in it for? What you really in it for? I think fame, what you glory. What you really in it for? What you really in it for? What you really in it for? I think fame, what you glory. What you really in it for? What you really in it for? What you really in it for? I don't think fame, what you glory. I'm so sick and tired of y'all Christian rapper time my legs unite. Then when it's wartime, ain't none of y'all equipped to fight. You say you ride for Christ, you say you die for Christ, but you can't even check your own clip. That girl right there's a dyke, and you got so hurt by the church that you wanna hear from nobody. Can't nobody teach you nothing, you too proud in your body. Ain't no excuses, I'm throwing deuces at you, Lil Wayne and Booses. You cheating cause you think she thicker with a little bigger booty. What you wearing shades in the building for? Is it cause you higher, you wanna look like a gangster? What you walk around with that lean cup for? Is it cause you higher, you wanna look like a gangster? What you really in it for? What you really in it for? I think fame, what you really, what you really in it for? What you really in it for? What you really in it for? I think fame, what you really, what you really in it for? What you really in it for? What you really in it for? I think fame, what you really. Ready for the girl and the gold? Are you really in it to say so? Now you wanna use cussing in your rapping on Facebook, but ain't no such thing as no halfway crook. You either Christian or you not, either stand or get dropped, or you could be just like.
Words once again with your host, Kimberly, ImReal, and now one of the co-hosts is. Introduce yourself.
Oh. Is it morning? Good morning, everyone. I am Monais Jesse. You can call me MJ for short.
This is the crazy lady that was singing on Saturday when we were leaving the daiquiri bar.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she was just
I heard you guys had fun.
We did. Oh, my God. A daiquiri and brainstorming go hand in hand,
I see.
especially a margarita.
And once again, my other co-host, and an amazing social media
Stop
manager.
it. Hey, you guys. Again, it's Trappier, the one and only Smooth God, Trappier on Instagram. Be sure to follow me and check me out.
So the topic that we're picking up, we will not finish it today. We will have a second part tomorrow because I wanted to bring the girls on since they were out of school. But we were supposed to talk about it last week is fake people in and out the church. And I will start with reading one of the definitions that I found too. A person who falsely claims to be, feel, or do something can be said to be fake. Also, something that is counterfeit, not what it seems to be.
I have something different.
I know. That's the good
I
part.
like
I
that.
told you we didn't have the same thing. And so you have something, but I'm going to go directly to Trappier and see what do you have.
Well, the definition that I would like to give of fakeness in the church is sort of along the lines of you're either a Christian or you're not. There's no in between.
Tell it, boy.
And when you fall in those lines of being in between, you're then what I consider to be fake.
There is no in between.
Well, you're right. Yeah, but some people
Make
do fall.
excuses.
Yeah,
They
make
make
excuses, and
excuses.
that's where they end up at.
So I told you this is going to be good.
Yeah, this is gonna be good. I like this.
Okay, so go ahead.
Okay. Now, my definition say fake people are people who will act like they're your friend, but in true reality, they will stab you in the back. And they use that word, best friend, loosely. So that was the definition I got. So when I think about fake people, I don't so much think about the church, because we are the church. That's the building is just where we go to fellowship with our brothers and sisters. So we are the church. So I eliminate that from my mindset. When I think about fake people, I think about the people, for one, everybody fake. Everybody fake.
That's what someone at my job said.
That's number one. And this is how I determine fake people. Fake people would talk about a lot of other people to random people. And then they would make up lies. So in my book, you're fake. Anytime, me and Kim is like sisters. So if someone I am friends with come up to me and they're talking about my sister, to show I'm loyalty to her. Two, I'm going to shut the whole conversation down in the middle. No, you're not about to sit up here and hold a conversation about my friend, because for one, I'm that girl. If you're going to come tell me something, you better be able to repeat it, So that's what I call fake. If she could sit in my face and degrade my friend, then when she's with her or amongst her other friends, she's going to talk about me. And we know that. We know that from as soon as you meet somebody. You could tell that from somebody you meet. Is they genuine, the way they hold their conversations, the way they introduce themselves, the way they talk to you. Genuine people don't necessarily talk about their other outside friends. As much as me and her hang together, she can't tell you none of my other friends.
No.
Because that ain't none of her business. And I keep a small circle, and she's a part of that circle, so I'm more than sure what she knows, But she can't tell you I sat there and talked. I have a best friend that, I've been friends with for 34 years. One, okay? And I grew up with this young girl. And she don't know anything about her, let alone her name. So that's genuine to me. That's when you have a true friendship. You don't talk about your friends when they're going through something. You still don't talk about it. You don't talk about it to nobody else because it's between us. Whatever I talk to Kim about, it's supposed to be confidence. Friends, that word is used so loosely.
Yeah.
Okay? There's no such thing. True friends, you're going to grow. You can't become my best friend over a month. You can't become my best friend in 6 weeks. That's not going to happen. There's peers and associates. That's all it is. Even family. You can't even trust family. Family is the main ones.
Yeah, I was about to say, them be the first people to do it to you.
The main ones to spread lies about you, and
I can witness that, because when I lived up here many years ago, Facebook wasn't out. Nobody knew nothing about me. They didn't know. But I could go home and my dad could be like, why you didn't call and tell me this? Why you didn't call and tell me? They said this stuff. Who is they? They don't even know where I live.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Because they don't know what's going on with Kim. They want to tell you what's going on with Kim. It was so bad that a grown-up said to me that someone had said, well, Kim mama making all this money over here and Kim daddy and stepmama doing this all over there. So why she up there struggling like she's struggling? I'm like, really?
rumors.
I was like, wow. And like I said, this was many, many years ago. And when my brother was hot in the streets and stuff. So why would I be struggling?
Exactly.
But it was just funny to me. So, people, and some of those people were church folk.
It's always, oh my God. Y'all, I don't understand why this is such a surprise to us. They betrayed Jesus Christ.
Yes, they did.
So why is this a surprise? Why are we fooling? No, not even fooling ourselves. We're letting our own selves down for putting so much into the people that we know that's going to let us down. We're not supposed to depend on them. We're not supposed to. He said, trust no man.
But see,
He said, trust no man, and he said, try every spirit by the spirit, for there's wolves out here amongst sheep clothing. So we have to try everybody. I don't care who you say you are. I'm going to try you. I'm going to try you because I know I have a personal relationship. I am very careful who I call my friend because I love hard. I hurt harder. And I'm sorry. I just want to make this clear. I'm not Jesus Christ. So I don't give you a second chance.
What your favorite quote is? You can do all things through Christ except try me.
I love that. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm a Leo, okay? So I love hard. When I met Kim, it's amazing how we met, right? I would meet Kim on Fridays, and
I was supporting her husband, just the whole band.
But Kim welcomed me. She befriended me because I'm a private person, and I tell people once you get to know me, I'm cool as a fan, but I'm not no friendly person when you meet me. They look at me. They used to tell my husband all the time, "Your wife bougie, she act stuck up." It's not that. It's just that. When I step into a room and I don't know anybody, the first thing I start to examine the room. Who's here, what's going on. I'm not friendly. I will stand to the back of the room before I come up and introduce myself because I'm just that kind of girl. So for you to meet me, we have to some kind of way entwine to meet. Well, Kim, she done it all on her own. It was at a show. But my husband already told me that he wanted me to meet her because he thought she was so cool. So one Friday, went to the show. I was at the top. She always have a VIP section, hands down. Yes, hands down. And when she seen me, she called me, but I didn't know who she was. And he couldn't tell me because he was up there. So when she whispered in my ear, we've been click tight ever since. So it was Kim. And she been genuine ever since. Kim, and I said, this has been 4 or 5 years now. No, longer than that. Because this was before we moved. I've been back up here
3 years. Yeah, it's been longer than that.
So, and she has been genuine. She have not changed. Kim already know the routine with me and her. We may not speak all the time because we be going through our own personal individual trials, but she already know when you catch up with MJ, you going to catch up because I'm going to let you know.
That point right there is what I be wanting other people to understand.
They don't.
We caught up at the Daiquiri Place.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
That's great.
Yeah. And so you got to make sure you're there next time. We're going to try to do it every Tuesday.
Okay.
Cool. But that's, every other Tuesday. But and we take turns treating.
Okay.
Just know that. And we buy the game. Too much information. But we get the big one, okay? But that's how I value our friendship. She doesn't change. She has still been loyal. She has still been genuine. I could call Kim and ask her for something. If she have it, she got me. If she don't, I understand. Because I understand. If she had it, she got me.
She would give it, yeah.
Only true people who understand you will understand that. Yeah. Everyone else who don't understand that don't really know you. So they should not have the title of being a friend. Friends won't stress you out. Friends won't talk. Even family talk stupid to you. I do.
In a good way.
Yeah, in a good way. She has stressed me out and telling me, stop doing that for people. Stop doing this. She has told me that.
Because she's so genuine. And they have a lot friends. Okay, since we're dealing with fake people and the title is fake people, let's talk about fake friends wanting to use people. Oh my God. Fool me once,
never again.
Thank you. That's why I say I don't give second chances because I love hard. When I meet you, I accept who you are. You yourself have to show me otherwise. I don't listen to the outsiders. I don't listen to what other people have to say because 9 out of 10 they jealous, they hating or whatever y'all had going on. Yeah. And for you to be running back telling me some nonsense about Kim or whoever I'm associated with, it got to be messy. Yeah. So fake friends do that. They won't use you up. And when they can't use you, they disappear. They're not there for you. I don't always need money. Sometimes I just need somebody to vent to. Sometimes I just need somebody to pray with. I believe in 3 things. We should love, pray, and forgive. That's it. Love, pray, and forgive.
Why are you laughing?
Because I wanted to follow up with, and you can do all things through Christ. who strengthens you.
What's your point you want to make?
I like where she's going. I'm gonna jump in.
But no, because let me tell you, when I'm talking about God, honey, I would shut it down behind him.
Okay.
I don't play
I
behind
believe.
him.
And see, that's why I said the matchup that what I have with MJ and her bringing more of the biblical stuff, content when we're talking, and then you have what you have, and then me giving it from my realness of my experience. It's just really going to go and blend together. And so when I told her, just like you, about the fake people in and out of church, I was like, okay, I'm there, I'm on it, I'm on it. Because one of the things that I keep saying is people don't want to come. The new people that we're trying to get to come to church, they don't want to come because they feel that the Christians are being fake with them. I'm not going to say the church because, as you say, we are the church. We move wherever we move. We take the church with us. We could have church right here. And so
I need to say something on that part.
go ahead.
I'm old school. I'm a revival girl. That's what I grew up in.
Oh, that's that foot stomping,
Up,
hand
down,
clapping.
New Orleans.
Tambourine.
New Orleans, baby. Revivals, I remember when I was their age, at the revivals with my grandfather on the corner with the tambourine in my hand singing. You know, people came out to revivals because we came to them. But now you expect the people to come to the building. But the church, the people in the church is not going to the streets. You know, we have to come out the buildings now.
Yeah.
We need to hit these streets up again because we need to let them see why you need to come to the building.
Yeah.
They don't see that.
But see, that's the thing. When they come, those that come, they don't feel welcome because they could sit there. People need to realize you don't know who's watching and who's listening when they come to the church. They could hear you. They could hear you sitting here talking about somebody and then be like, well, you just act like you was, good morning, welcome to wherever I am. This is whatever. And now I hear you talking about somebody. So they already say, well, this person isn't real. This person isn't genuine. And this goes on in the church. So instead of people wanting to come or come back before they can even get in good and get comfortable, they're already...
Excuses. Excuses.
No.
Excuses
No.
because for someone to feel that way, they already went in there with their mind made up. They didn't come in there with their heart open to receive a word from God.
See,
not to worry about what other people are saying.
But
We
you
got
gotta-
hypocrites every day in the
But
church.
you got, if you're new to the church and you haven't been, these people, I get what you're saying. These are people that have already had a taste of what the church is like. I'm talking about the people that
Even the
don't know,
new-
never
no.
been on their
Even
way
the
in,
new
trying
people.
to get
All right,
comfortable
let's
and,
say
and
that.
get their spirit fed. That's why I say sometimes.
Let's say she right, but the new people still not coming with their hearts open. They still coming with that wall up, expecting something to be wrong. Yes, that's what I'm saying. I hear what
Oh,
you're
you
saying.
do have some people
so,
like that as
like
well.
you said, they come in, they sit down, and they be quick to judge. Okay, you already came in with that judgment in spirit before you already entered the door, before you got out the car. Matter of fact, before you got out your bed, and your mind was already made up to come to the sanctuary.
To judge.
Exactly. You know, you came not for one, your spirit was wrong because you woke up wrong. When I go to the building, I just was telling her this the other day when we was talking. I'm a praise and worship girl, hands down. And I did praise and worship where the pastor didn't even have to get up and deliver a word because praise and worship was just that anointing. So I'm a praise and worship girl because I understand that ushers us for the man or woman of God to come behind us with the word. That's what I miss. You know, I miss that. I miss that fellowship. I miss that breakthrough because I cannot pray like everybody else. But see, my praise and worship, that's my secret place. That's my cry out. That's my strip me down naked and you see everything. You know?
But see, excuse me for cutting you off, but see, that's what I've had to say before because someone made me feel like, oh, because I don't quote the Bible, I don't have 50 million Bibles laying across my bed, that, you know, I can't breathe into them. I can't give them what the Spirit is telling me. And so I've said it before, just because my hoop, and my bishop has said, just because my hoop ain't like your holler, that don't mean God can't talk to me. That don't mean that I don't have a praise on the inside of me. And that's where people get it mixed up. So because your praise and your worship is different from mine, you feel like you all there, when in a sense you're not all there. Because there's a lot of people in the church right now that I have seen, not a lot, but a couple people in the church, they're so full of themselves because they feel that they have so much in their praise and their worship, but they're still lost. They still haven't found they still haven't found themselves.
Let me tell you a secret God told me. I found this out a long matter of fact, I don't even want to lie. I think the Holy Spirit gave it to me when I moved to Atlanta. My husband, he's a minister of music. So he started at his own church at 17. Okay, so that's how long. And we have worked closely under a lot of pastors. Once I began, reading was my struggle. But I remember when I was like in 9th grade, 8th grade, I started reading the Bible more. And reading the Bible is what actually taught me how to read.
Oh.
Look at God. Ain't he amazing? Okay. So yes, reading my word helped me learn how to read even better. So in reading and studying, I learned that I became peculiar about who laid hands on me. I did. I didn't trust everyone, especially when I ran across that passage. He said, "Try the spirit by the spirit, for there's wolves in sheep clothing." So I remember I let this prophet prophesy over me, and it came back that he was a false prophet because it didn't happen. And then in my prayer, God spoke to me and said, "You could lay hands on yourself. You could speak over your own life.
You can heal your own self.
You can heal your own self." A lot of once I learned and grasped that, and my mindset changed with it, because that's where it's all at. It's all up in here in the mind. Just like you activate your faith, you have to know and hear that you have faith. So once my mind changed, man, when I tell you I started speaking into my own life, I would walk through my house and lay hands on my kids. When my husband would lay next to me, I would lay hands on him. I began to do the things that I know that I can be, if I wasn't anointed to do them, once I received it and started walking in that authority, I became anointed to do it. So that's why.
Okay, Longwind.
Okay, I am.
No.
Especially when I'm making a point.
Yeah. But like I said, we're going to have to pick up on it. But I still wanted to do a portion of it today. But I want you to get your point out because we have 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Oh, I was just gonna say, for me, when I'm out in the world and I'm dealing with people, meeting people, that's just like MJ. I look for genuine people, and some of the things that I check for, I wrote them down, is ownership of words. That's something that's really big to me. So, for example, if we're having a conversation and you use words like, "Oh, they said," or "I heard," or "the word is," see, I automatically don't trust you. Because why can't you just say what you said along with what else was said? I personally am an upfront person. So I'll tell you exactly what I said, regardless of if you like it or not, and I'll tell you everything else that was said if it's something that needs to be brought to you. So when I come across or encounter things like that, and that's a frequent with you, that's an automatic red flag for me.
So do you remove yourself from...
Well, see, it's kind of sort of like what you said in the beginning, where you're not like all up in people's faces. So I'm to myself naturally anyway. So when it comes to me, it's just like, okay, well, I know to stay away from you. You get what I'm saying? My bubble is my bubble.
Hey, how you doing?
Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep it cordial all day. But that is time. Be sure to check back with us on our next session. I'm going to pass it back over to Kim.
She's not on Facebook, so
I'm not on Facebook, but I'm on Instagram. And I'm going to be starting this thing called Random Thoughts.
Random Thoughts.
So you're going to have to help me get my YouTube thing up.
Okay.
All right. Well, thanks again. Sorry we had to cut it short. We will pick it up next week and have a full...
I'm going to be on
I'm supposed to have another guest next week, so I'll see if I can, if he's still going to be able to come, and we'll do it the following week. But anyway, thanks so much for tuning in. And Sherry, I read, you said, "Hi, Kim, I'm so very proud of you. Keep doing what you're doing. God is good all the time, and God has the last say, so be blessed. Love you." Love you too. Hi, Renee Michelle. Thanks again for tuning in to Kimberly. I'm real in my own words. See you next week on time at the 10 o'clock hour.
I'm right here.
God bless. Look at my pen. Look what it say. What she been quoting?
Look at that.
You can't have my pen.
I want to see.